Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted and honored to be here today to share with you to talk about the remarkable progress of LHON gene therapy in China. And this is Xiaoyan from Zhongshan Ophthalmic Center in Guangzhou. Today, I will provide a concise overview of the investigator-initiated trials and the IND study of NFS01. Additionally, if we have some time, I will briefly touch upon NFS02, the second new drug developed by the neuro for lung treatment. To begin, we have conducted a total of 3 IITs, which includes the lung gene therapy clinical trials initial phase. The very first trial commenced in the 2011, marking a significant milestone in the field of gene therapy. This study enrolled 9 subjects, lung patients with the 11778 mutation who received a single injection of gene therapy prior to the injection, and following the injection, patients were prescribed oral prednisolone for a duration of 9 weeks. Impressively, about 67% of the patients experienced a significant improvement of at least 3 lines in their BCVA. Interestingly, this improvement was not limited to the treated eye, but also observed in the fellow untreated eyes. Furthermore, 8 patients were followed up for an extended experiment, with the longest follow-up exceeding 90 months. 5 of these patients maintained long-term visual acuity improvement after a single injection, emphasizing the enduring benefits of this therapy. So I would like to call it as a C for lung. So regarding the safety, all measurements including the ocular examination, immune system, liver and kidney, and EKGs. They are all unremarkable. The vitreous looks very good, very clear and quiet, and the fundus exhibited a very favorable experience. Then we move into the second team. And this international trial involved 4 centers in China and both in Argentina, boasting the largest sample size for the lung gene therapy worldwide. A total of 159 patients were included. That's quite a lot. And 143 subjects completed a 1-year follow-up. Among these patients, about 57% of the patients experienced a significant improvement in BCVA within 12 months. Notably, the fellow eye also demonstrated improvements of more than 2 lines without receiving any injections. And then we moved to the 2020. We launched the 3rd IIT study named GOLD to evaluate the effect of different dosage of steroids on the treatment outcome of NFS01. The aim of this study was to identify a safe and simple administration protocol for this drug. All patients received a single injection of gene therapy. They were divided into 3 groups. Group 1 with the oral steroid for 8 weeks. Group 2 with 3 weeks steroids, and group 3, no systemic steroids, only topical steroids. This study confirmed that NFS01 significantly improved visual acuity with a noteworthy improvement in about 77% of the treated eyes and also in 59% of the fellow eyes. So the different steroid therapy durations did not exhibit any significant differences in the terms of efficacy and safety among the groups. Overall, now, these 3 IT studies involving 100 severe adverse events observed. Importantly, the finding indicated that oral steroids during the treatment were not necessarily required, simplifying the treatment regimen. Based on these 3 promising results, an IND study for NFS01 was initiated in China. This phase 1 and 2 clinical trial aimed to evaluate the safety of various doses. The design of this trial is very cautious. I called it very cautious and very thoughtful. Initially, 6 patients received an initial dose to assess its safety. After 6 weeks, if the treatment was deemed safe, a higher dosage was administered. Otherwise, a lower dose was continued. In the initial dose group, no adverse events or serious adverse events were noted. During the 26-week follow-up, 2 subjects experienced a BCVA improvement more than 3 lines. Subsequently, the high-dose group was introduced, leading to even more exciting results. At the 12 weeks follow-up, BCVA improvement more than 3 lines was noted on 4 out of 6 patients. Notably, the treated eyes showed a 4.1 lines improvement and also 3.3 lines in the untreated fellow eyes. Lastly, I would like to touch upon the second new drug developed by Newfus. Preclinical data has been obtained the retinal detection of RNA and DNA copies in animal models. There are no pathological changes after the treatment, so quite good. Regarding the preliminary efficacy, these RIT studies have been completed. These studies involved 20 subjects who received the varying dosage of NFS02, have validated the safety and efficacy. It is noteworthy that's good news. NFS02 have received IND approval from both FDA and NMPA. A global multi-center registration clinical study is now kicking off very shortly. So in conclusion, the advancement made in lung gene therapy in China, particularly with NFS01 and O2, have got significant improvement in visual acuity, gene therapy. And I would like to thank you for everyone. Thank you for your attention.